Hi, you're watching Professor Plays, and today I'm playing a Factorio Rail World. So this is the last episode in the series. I just wanted to give you a quick tour of the base. This is the little starter base that I was building through the series. I've got the bots busy right now upgrading a bunch of stuff. I'm just kind of give you some idea of what it looks like when it's all running. It's not optimized. I've not tried to make it run faster. I've just told them to upgrade a bunch of belts. I have optimized this design in the past, and by optimized, I mean making a lot of changes. So the science builds that I used in this series were just pretty straightforward with assembly machines, and you can see I've got them all upgraded to the machine 3. But I have other designs of science builds where I put beacons in there. We talked about beacons. Beacons are the way you can put this is a beacon right here. You put a beacon down, and let me put it over here where it actually has some kind of an influence. And you can see the machines over here that have, if I hover over the beacon, see these machines here that get the white rectangle around them. So if you put speed modules in this beacon, those speed modules will speed up those 4 machines. That's what beacons do. So I have other designs for the science builds that have beacons integrated in the design. And it's basically everything is the same as this layout, but instead of this design, instead of this science build, I use the one that is beaconable, has beacons in it. If I remember correctly, this simple base with that beacon science build, I want to say it was over 200 science a minute. I'm almost positive it was for this science build. Now right here, right now, if I go to production tab, and let's go to like a 10-minute. Yeah, so this is like 60 a minute. That's what I was shooting for in the original design, was 60 a minute. And that's what it's running, approximately 57, 58 a minute. But it's not finished. There's still some belts that haven't been upgraded yet. But that's all it was designed to do, was launch a rocket and do some research, and that's what it's doing. And it'll run continuously as long as you keep supplies, raw material coming in down here on the end. As long as you keep the iron ore and copper ore, that sort of stuff coming in, it'll just keep churning out science packs. I put some lane balancers in the iron and copper. What else? Oh, there was something I was watching one of the earlier videos I did, and among the many things I said that was dumb, what was it that struck me as being? Oh, it was down here, I think. I was signaling a rail, something or other. Was it down here? Where was that? Yeah, I don't have a script when I'm doing these. I'm just winging it. This is dumb. I don't know why I've got these 2 signals in here. If you hover, if you hold a signal in your hand, you see the color lines on the rail. Those are the rail segments. I don't need a segment right there. I don't know what that's supposed to do. So that's not necessary. This one you probably want, this regular signal, or a chain signal, either way. But you don't need both of those in there. So I don't know what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh, I was probably talking about the way I signal crossings. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. Chain signal on the entry, rail signal on the exit. But then this layout here, you've got a crossing here and a crossing here. So you can really, you want to break this up. Let me hold this in my hand again. You want to break this up with just one signal. You don't need to treat these as 2 separate crossings by having a chain signal here and a chain signal here and another signal there. You just put a chain signal right here to break this up. So, and I may have done that elsewhere. I do have in my blueprints, I have this already signaled version. Let me make sure that's signaled correctly. I think it is in the blueprint. Where are you? You're not that one. You're this one. Yes. So it is. I put a regular signal in the blueprint instead of a chain signal, but it's the same thing. Yeah. So it is signaled correctly in the blueprints. I just don't know why I put 2 in there when I was talking about it and putting the signals in there. So I probably made a bunch of mistakes. I just If I caught them, I'll, I want, like I just did with that one, I'll try to correct them. But I don't have a script, as I said. I'm just winging it. I'm just having fun. I'm just playing Factorio and sharing my play of Factorio. I upgraded these belts to blue because it was 4 belts of iron ore in and 5 belts out. So I made all these blue, and that, again, that will provide these. Well, these would need to be blue, but I guess I made them blue. Anyway, no, they're red. 4 blue belts in will supply 5 red belts out. So that's why I did. That's why I made those inputs blue, and that's blue, and then these are red coming out. So those can now get full belts of iron ore. And what else did I do? Think that's all I can remember. I don't know if I did anything. You can see there's still some stuff being upgraded, but I think that was everything. It's been running. How many launches have? Okay, 4 rockets have been launched. You hover over it, and you look at the little drop down over here on the right, and it says products finished 4. So it's launched 4 rockets. It'll just, like I say, it'll just keep running, and you can just keep doing it. So this is what I call a starter base. So now if you want to make a mega base, you build this, you go through your basic research. Let me look at the map view. You wall off an area that's big enough to build a larger base, and now you can convert this starter base to build the stuff you need for your bigger base, which normally is assembly machine 3s, furnaces, electric furnaces for smelting, and beacons and modules. Lots and lots and lots of modules, because when you build a mega base, typically you use a lot of modules. It takes a long time to craft those. I have a tiny little module build down here. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about modules. These things, speed modules and productivity modules. You would need a bunch of these for a mega base. You'd probably want to expand this about 10 times bigger, I don't know, but you'd want to make a bunch. And then you could use this starter base to just produce those. And just accumulate those, and then plan, lay out your mega smelting and your mega base, and however you want to build it, which I've built a couple with friends. I don't typically build them by myself. It's fun to play with friends and do that. I mean, we have some that so the way that Factorio works for resources, the resources get richer the farther away from your starting location you get. And so we have a base where there's a rail line that runs in one direction, and it goes, if I'm zoomed out as far as I can zoom, and the rail line runs off the screen. So I don't know how far that is in playfield size, but so it's a lot of fun to goof around like that, and it takes a long time to do that. You have to clear biters and build bridges across water with landfill, and so anyway. So I hope you enjoyed the series. I had fun doing it. Let me know if you have series you want to see. I might do strictly a few tutorial episodes. This was kind of a tutorial, but I might do a really like for beginners. If you would want to see that, I might do I don't know. I might do a Death World, which I haven't recorded a Death World. I've played them several times. I'm hesitating there because when I play Death World, I don't like to die. So I tend to play rather cautiously, which might be kind of boring in a video, but I can edit that part out. So, let me know if you have any suggestions, what you want to see in terms of the next video. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to wrap up this series. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, if you can ask questions in the comments or just leave general comments in there, I'd appreciate it. So take care, have fun playing Factorio, and we'll see you in the next series. Bye-bye.